Okay, welcome to video number 5 of the Cactus Holder. Next we're going to be placing some slots, some holes for these castle joints to fit in. If we flick across here we can see that that's what I've got here. That's not just this sticking through, but I actually have holes that needs to go into. So we're going to be drawing those and adding those on. Now to do this we're just going to stay in this edit mode, and I'm going to use the 2-point rectangle, and I'm going to draw them in on the sides where I need them. Now these slots here, because they're 25 away and 25 away, are 50 in total, and obviously this material is 5mm thick, so I need to draw a 50 by 5mm rectangle. Now I could draw the rectangle pretty much anywhere I like, and then I could position it into place. But as I said a long time ago in one of the other videos, you have to be a little bit careful of using this sketch dimension tool. Sometimes if we say we want to move this, and this would be 25mm away, and I want to change that to 25mm. Sometimes what will happen is instead of moving it along, it will just stretch the end out longer, and it won't actually make it, it won't move this end, it'll only move this end, which can be a little bit dangerous. And because of the way that we've built this, what I can actually do is this bit here, this castle joint at the end, is also 50 from here to here. So actually my castle joint here, or this one if you like, which is going to slot in here, will be exactly parallel with these lines here, and it will just be a set distance away. So what I can actually do is I can come off of here and get that dotted line to appear. Now I'm not going to worry about how far away it go. I'm going to use the sketch dimension to bring it back, but I'm going to go like that, and then I'm going to go over to this one and I'm going to do the same thing. Now all I need to do is set this to be 5mm. So at the moment you can see the 50mm is set because it's going from that top bit to the bottom bit. Press the tab, change this to 5 and press OK. So now I've got my my 50 by 5 rectangle, and if I click show dimension you can see that that 5mm is set, but the length isn't set because it's just the same as this. I might be able to show you it stretching something. Let's see if I type in 20 whether it will stretch it. Oh, nope, still moved it. It's funny, I'm not always sure why it stretches it and other times it doesn't. What we are going to want to do is set this a set distance away from the bottom. So I'm going to take the very bottom line. Now on this wall here it'll be the same, and this one here it'll be the same, and this one here it'll be the same. So I'm going to go from this point here to this point here, and would be a shame to break a tradition. Let's go 25mm from the bottom, and there we go. That's our first rectangle. Now all I'm going to do is rinse and repeat that on the other ones. Now I can try and speed things up by selecting this, and to select it I double click and it will select all of it. You can see if I drag around it, it will select everything. So I could double click and then use Command C for copy and Command V for paste, and I can make a copy of this, and I can actually move the copy into position over here. Now this sometimes is really useful, and other times you might get it one click out and it might not be exactly where you want it. You might get it close enough. You can see that this is dead level side and side, so I could do that, and then I can use my sketch dimension tool and say, hey, I want the distance between here and here to be 25, and it will move that down for me so I know that's in the right place. Now that trick can also work for putting our rectangle over here if we want. I can press Ctrl V and I can actually move this along. I can use the rotate, and then I can move it down. So I can actually place this one over here, and then I can use the sketch dimension again and say, hey, from here to here, nope, not 20, I want it 25, and it will move it. Now here we go. You can see that something's gone wrong. This line is now crooked, and that is what I've tried twice to show you, and why it does it here I'm not sure, but sometimes sketch dimension can do that, and it can move something that you don't want it to move. And this happens to everybody. So I'm just going to undo that. Make sure that one's over there. Make sure my undo is right. What I'm doing there is if I click one more redo, it doesn't look like anything changes. You can see it kind of highlights over here. But when you first copy and paste something, that's one of these. So currently there's one here, and then if I do that, that's where I first made that copy. And it's currently there's two overlapping there. So you've got to be really careful of that. So for these ones, instead of using that copy and paste, I'm just going to hover over that, and then that should give me the lines I want to snap to. I want that to be 5mm thick. And this time let's try the sketch dimension and see if it goes wonky the same. I doubt it will, and it's fine. I think it's something to do with rotating it round why it does it. So I could copy and paste it across, but I've shown you the copy and paste function, and I actually prefer to do it this way. And all I do is go along until it snaps, and then set that to 5mm, and sketch dimension this in here to 25. Lots of 25s in this job. We've now got our slots which our shelf should go onto, and we can exit out of this sketch. Exiting out though, we'll notice that there aren't holes in here and the shelf doesn't exist yet, because when we first did our extrude ages ago, we just selected those rectangles or squares. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can go back and change things. So I'm going to right click on this extrude, and I'm going to go to edit feature, and what you can see is it's got 9 things selected. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, actually I don't want this one here. So if I click on that, it will unselect it. If when I'm trying to click on this I slip maybe and click this one instead, you'll see it'll get rid of the wrong thing. Don't worry, don't panic, just click on this one as well and get rid of this one, and then re-click this one and get it back. You can, if you want, unselect everything, but sometimes some of the moves that we've done may fail, and we'll get little red boxes around things, and we'll have to delete them and redo them. So try not to unselect boxes if you can. So I'm just going to add that one in. I'm going to press OK. I didn't get any red boxes, which is good, and we'll continue. So next I need to move my shelf into position, and I need to name it. So double click, and M for move, and we'll move this into position. Now I'm simply going to do a point to point because I don't need to rotate it. I know that this slot here is going to go in this hole here. I know that this corner therefore should line up with that corner. So select and select. Press OK, and there we go. That's in the bottom there where I wanted it to be. I still got that horrible mistake. I might fix that in between videos now. Right, rotate this round, maybe this kind of view here, so we can see the sketch and we can see all of this. We can see the basin. So again, yep, take a screenshot, corner to corner, get everything in there. No screenshots of just the stuff in the middle please. Get everything in, and I'll see you